It was late November when Claire moved into her small apartment in Akron, Ohio. The building was nothing special. 3 floors of creaky hallways, peeling wallpaper, and neighbors who kept mostly to themselves. She didn't mind. It was cheap, and after her breakup, she needed a place that felt like a fresh start. She set up her things in a weekend, ordered takeout, and settled into the quiet. The only odd thing she noticed was the old rotary phone in the living room. She hadn't seen one in years, and this one wasn't even plugged in. She planned to throw it out, but something about it felt fixed, like it belonged there. The first call came a week later. Claire was dozing off on the couch when the phone rang. She bolted upright, heart racing. It didn't make sense. The cord hung loose, not connected to anything. Yet the ring was loud, shrill, impossible to ignore. Hesitantly, she picked up. Hello? Silence. Then faintly a crackling sound, like static on an old radio. And underneath it, a voice. Claire. Her breath caught. Who is this? No answer. Just the faint sound of breathing. Then the line went dead. She told herself it was some prank, maybe a crossed wire from another line in the building. But the next night, it rang again. Same hour, same shrill tone. And when she picked up, the same voice whispered her name, drawn out and broken, like it was struggling to form the word. This time she slammed the receiver down and shoved the phone into the closet. But at midnight the following night, the muffled ring echoed through the closet door. Claire hardly slept. By the 4th night, she stopped answering, but ignoring it didn't help. The phone rang longer, louder, until the sound filled the whole apartment. Finally, she snatched it up, furious. What do you want? The line hissed. Then the voice came clearer than before. Don't. Stay. Her skin prickled. Stay where? No reply. The call dropped, leaving her in silence. The next morning, Claire asked her neighbor, an older woman named Mrs. Greeley, if she'd ever heard strange noises in the building. Mrs. Greeley gave her a long look, then said, That unit you're in, last tenant left in a hurry. Never said why. Before him, a young man died in there. Heart attack, they said. But he was only 30. Claire tried to laugh it off, but the thought stuck with her. That night, she unplugged the phone entirely and hid it in a box under the bed. At midnight, the ringing started again. She didn't want to look, but the sound wouldn't stop. When she finally dragged the box out and lifted the receiver, the voice was waiting. Why won't you listen? Her hands shook. Who are you? The line crackled. For a long moment, she thought it was over. Then the voice, ragged and broken. I was here, before you. Her blood ran cold. Over the next week, the calls grew stranger. Sometimes she heard faint sobbing. Other times, long stretches of silence, broken only by breathing. Once, she swore she heard 2 voices overlapping, whispering too quickly to understand. The final call came on a stormy night. The power had gone out, leaving her apartment in darkness. When the phone rang, it sounded louder than ever, echoing through the walls. With trembling hands, Claire answered. Please, she whispered, just tell me what you want. A voice was different this time, stronger, almost angry. Get out! The line went dead. She stood frozen, heart pounding in the silence. Then, slowly the closet door creaked open on its own. Inside, the phone sat on the floor. But the cord, she could see it now, was plugged into nothing, and yet the dial glowed faintly in the dark, like a pair of eyes watching her. That was enough. Claire grabbed her purse, her keys, and ran out into the storm. She didn't even stop to lock the door. By morning, she'd already called a friend to help her move out. She never set foot in that apartment again. Weeks later, curiosity got the better of her. She searched the address online. Buried in the archives of a local paper, she found an article from the 1970s. Man found dead in apartment following disturbing series of phone calls. The details were vague. Neighbors reported hearing a phone ringing for hours before police arrived. The man was found clutching the receiver, eyes wide open. Cause of death, undetermined. Claire closed her laptop, heart racing. Some nights, when the wind rattles her new apartment's windows, she swears she hears it again. That faint, shrill ring, echoing from somewhere it shouldn't be. And she never answers.